Hello everybody, this is Zigzag coming to you from somewhere in this world, and we're back to continue our playthrough of Phoenix Point, the Year 1 edition featuring the Corrupted Horizons DLC. And ahead of us we have Phase 2. We're going to finally get unblocked with the diplomacy of New Jericho so we can not worry about losing diplomacy by being kind of maxed out temporarily till we do this mission. There's one thing I'm going to do in research to shift up before we get going, and that is, we're playing the Corrupted Horizons DLC, and I've kind of been ignoring the mutoid genetics a little bit just because it takes so freaking long to get done. But I tell you what, we got another research lab coming on in 18 hours if memory serves me, and down the road with some things I'm going to be doing. I'm probably going to build another one just to speed up these multiple day researches. It's starting to pile up on us, and we're getting backlogged. So I think it's time to invest while we have the money in a few things. But we're going to do that after the mission. We're going to get down here onto the mission first, then look at all the rest of the details I'm talking about. So let's get Phase 2 going. We have located an old pre-war AI unit that has the capabilities we require. We need to retrieve the AI from its current location inside an abandoned Scarab vehicle. Once this task is complete, the AI should be able to reinitialize the secret satellite network and provide us with access to the old missile systems that are still in orbit. Let's just take a quick look at our team, make sure we don't have any we got some unused SP, I would say. I'm gonna go just because I have to worry about the lack of willpower. Now let's end up, because we have to worry about willpower disappearing, just max out our speed with that SP that we have. And we still have 3 shots on the magic shotgun over here. And there's nothing else I want to equip you with at the moment. You have a nice cross-section of weapons other than that. Shane, Marine Grunt Vanson, you're maxed out on will points. You're carrying everything I need at the moment, so I'm going to save up that 13 for when we decide exactly what we want to do here. Infiltrator isn't quite done, that kind of stuff with Thief, so we're just going to hold tight with you. Jill Valentine, we would love to get those shoulder-mounted weapons on you, and we've got them. We're going to reduce a med kit, and then do we have enough? No, we don't have enough for backup. So for starters, we're just going to give you the 2 rockets. We're not going to carry any backup rockets. When we get a little more SP, we'll work on that strength so you can carry more. But for this mission, that should do just fine. I'll probably always be wanting more rockets, but, they're heavy. Exceptional entity, no SP spending. Your weapons are all equipped and good. Simon, Naz, Clark. I think what we're going to do is we realize this virus rifle isn't really any good. We're going to take away the Nerrazor here from Exceptional Entity, even though he can't afford the weight, and we're going to give it to you just so somebody has it. Whoops. There it is. And we're gonna do it that way. And no SP to spend. Mika, once again, we've realized as nice and tempting as it is to be able to use that, we really just don't have it. No upgrades, no changes we're gonna do here. We're just gonna put this grenade down here. And we'll give you a second grenade. In fact, we'll give you an incendiary grenade and kind of round you out with hand-thrown grenades since you don't have a grenade launcher. We are going to give you a little extra for when you get Boom Blast and we're able to start carrying more stuff. We'll give you a little extra will. You don't have the Gunga Din down here yet either, so you don't have to worry about losing that will, at least not yet. And we are ready to go back up to max. So let's get this done. Let's go find that rundown Scarab and get this thing working. All items on this battlefield will be automatically recovered. See you down there. All right, Mika, we got to remember you could use a little bit of a med kit on this one. Let's go see. There's the scarab and where we need to get to. That is our objective. And right now, we see nothing. So, let's go find one of our assaults. In fact, we'll do it with the old heard it through the grapevine, dude. Max, we're going to have you moving forward and see what you can hear and discover for us. We're going to do, because you got pretty good will at 19 still. The corruption hasn't affected that too much yet. So we're going to take advantage of that fact and dash you straight forward.
No time to lose.
See if you can gain sight on anything for us. And oh boy, did you. There was that guy was really close. The thug, and he's probably got a shotgun, and he sure does. So he's already too close. He needs to die. And then we also got this dude over here. Let's go see. He's just pure claw, no spitterhead. So he's the least of our worries right now. Although he does not have the swiftest of legs. So he doesn't have the agile legs. I'm thinking, Max, maybe we just bring you right here just a little further. We might find another enemy or two. And we're going to take the first shot with you on this Triton. Oh yeah, we did find another enemy or two, didn't we now? Now this one in the back looks like a claw, but he also looks like he has a spitterhead. Yep. And he looks perhaps a little quicker, a little fleeter of foot. Yes, he is. So he's, I think, slightly more concerning than that guy. But let's get up here and take our shot here like we were going to do.
I see him.
And you're just oh, now all of a sudden, this is a little more concerning than everything else. Let's see if this is mind control or psychic scream. What are we up to these days? Still psychic scream, but you know, we don't need ourselves to go panicking too crazy yet. Now, fortunately, our will is fairly high, so if she screams once, I don't think she's going to send the whole team into panic. So we almost could wait for her to advance a little, but we'll see, because we don't have the greatest. We might be able to get, now we aren't going to have the greatest of firing angles against her, so we may just have to play the scream game and get ourselves in position for next time. Let's see, let's get the shotgun guy dealt with first. He is my biggest concern right now, because that shotgun hurts. It can hurt. We're going to see if we can't shred some of that armor right off the bat.
Preparing to fire.
Just a regeneration torso, so we're going to center on in so all our bullets can hit.
Target hit.
We may have just seen something else. Our step out. I heard the noise. Our step out showed us yet another Arthron, and this one also has a spitterhead, and this one has a weapon, unlike the others. And that weapon, unfortunately, you essentially don't have any cover at all. So maybe we do a little boom blasting off in the distance, or do we boom blast to wear down the Siren's armor? I'm going to have some choices here to make in a moment. I think what we might do is just see about jet jumping first, just to get you up a little bit closer, so that big heavy weapon of yours might be able to do something against the Siren. And initially, we'll have the ability to War Cry. That's going to bring 2 will points. War Cry is another. So that'd take us down 5, leave us around 8. I still think we'll be okay and don't have to worry too much about panic with that first psychic scream. We're going to go here for the War Cry. Just so she doesn't decide to forget the psychic scream and just come in and slash us away with her claws. That can be a pain also. Oh, and we pick something else up in the distance, so we know there's another guy out there too. Simon, Naz Clark. I think we need to, in a big way, just get some of us in cover.
Pushing on.
And we can't, well, I guess that is cover, and we can overwatch from here without using any more of your will. I don't want to go too low on everybody's will in case we do get that psychic scream coming against us. Let's see. We do have sight on the Triton here. Let's go see what that shot looks like.
Ready to fire.
And that could be the finishing shot right there. So let's do a little will. And he's gone. Now we have another one that we can potentially shoot at. Does this guy have agile legs? It's the one thing I didn't check in the bag. No, he's very slow. He may have a weapon, but he's also very slow. So I'm almost thinking the one that could get to us closest to do the most damage first is this Arthron here. So let's see what kind of a sniper shot. Since you've already quick aimed, you won't be able to move very far anyway. Let's just do the quick aim and see who we have the best aim against. Hopefully it's that one, and that is not the one. Okay, Max, we don't want to shoot through the grapevine, that's for sure. Let's see, carapace, and then let's see if we can get this one. So maybe we do go against the big guy with the carapace. That's really the only thing we have a chance to hit with any certainty. So let's do it.
Bullseye.
I'm ready.
Now, exceptional entity, you don't have quite as much quick aim. Let's just see what your shots look like for you at this point. Well, we're going to have to worry about the quick guy, but what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can focus on this guy. We'll have a chance to take him out unless we shoot low and hit the shield. And that's how we'll start out with our quick aim. And we took him down. Good shooting. There was a chance we couldn't do that, but we did it. We're going to see about another shot here also. We're just going to take a quick aim.
Ready to engage.
And what is your line of sight on this guy? Is Max in the way here? Yeah, it's also not an amazingly good shot, is it? We have a chance, so we'll probably hit the pole. We know how we shoot, right? He's the guy I worry about more because he's got the agile leg. But what we're going to do is we're going to go where we know we can do the damage, right here.
Still on target.
That way, if we have the Overwatch by Simon, we have a chance. And I think we'll keep it on this side. Now, of course, this guy in the back will probably run just around it, but we're gonna try keeping our Overwatch like right here for them running up this way.
Overwatching.
And then Jill Valentine here is the next choice. I think what we will do is kind of see about arcing over. I think we can. Well, let's find out if we can get over the building and plopping and shredding some armor. That's going to be cutting it close. I'm still going to do Boom Blast, but we're gonna hopefully see if the arc will take it over the building for us. And let's get a better angle to get a sense of that. Yeah, if we go here, that's not cutting it too close to the building, and that'll start shredding some armor for when she moves forward on us. So let's do that. And let's do the second one in the same place. Oh, we hit the roof. No, 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 no. That is not what we asked for. What I may do though, because I'm playing for her to scream and us not panicking. Maybe we send the other one over here to get the hurt on this guy that we weren't able to get before, so that any Overwatch shots can take him down. And maybe if we're lucky, hit those agile legs. Oh yeah. That sucker's slow as molasses now. Okay, let's see what happens. So that was another one who has been undetected so far. And we have another siren. Who invited her to the party? Holy smokes. That's a Triton ghoul. Do they... Oh, there's a lot of these dudes out here. Wow. He was able to get a shot from cover. And that siren went into hiding. Did she ever? What was his weapon again? Oh, stupid little pistol. But it's still on a sniper in the open. Those pistols hurt. And we got all sorts. We got Overwatch here with this thing with a virus, a rifle. Holy smokes, we got some challenges in front of us, ladies and gentlemen. We got some challenges in front of us. And this is another... I don't need multiple psychic screams going off in my backyard now. I do not. No, I do not. Now I cannot get you to run out here, Mika, and have a shot. I can get you to run out here and take a shot, but that gets rid of your war cry on her. I almost value the war cry as much as anything right now. Let's just get a sense of your shots at the moment. You probably have a good chance of taking that guy out. Not a great chance hitting there, and those are supposedly the only two you would have a chance at hitting. So you could probably take this guy out, freeing up both of our assaults to deal with other issues ahead of them. And then I'm thinking we can war cry these two to kind of keep them in check. We do the boom blast over here, and both my assaults do some close-up headshots over here, try and take this lady out. That's the way I'm leaning right now. It all hinges, to be quite honest, it all hinges right now on being able to take this out right here, right now. Let's give it a go. Okay, job one done. We also then get 4 individuals war cried, and that will help. Then I'm worried I just don't have it. So I guess what I got to do, what I'm thinking is I'll have to war cry next, hoping we can disrupt that Overwatch, because I do not want to get shot by a freaking virus rifle. I do not. No, I do not. So let's do the war cry. Thank goodness. I mean, boom blast. Thank goodness we have we have it available. And a perfect shot would pick them all up. I'm most concerned with these two. So let's try and actually, to be quite honest, let's see if we can focus it there. Okay, we did a good shot, and we killed there. He's war cried, bleeding by 40. He's got 2 of his arms taken off. His gun is damaged in half. Let's try another grenade back there. How about that?
Yes.
And I'm gonna focus to try and do another big explosion next to this guy. Oh, it hit the car, but it still did some damage for us. Now he's bleeding by 60. And his gun is gone. So all he has, we don't have to worry about the virus, except... Which kind of arm? Is this the virus arm? Nope. Blood sucking. So no virus. It's just a bloodsucker. I can deal with that, to be quite honest. I can deal with that. So that means my rocket is available.
Standing by.
For another cause. I wonder, does one of our snipers have the ability to see the Triton over here? I don't think it'll be a great shot, but maybe he'll lean out for us. So let's do our final rocket.
Using
right here, focused more on the siren to help shred armor for our assaults to come up and attack. Okay, and that helps because the head has removed some armor. That's going to be a big target of ours coming up close. This guy will be a danger just because he can hit hard with that claw, and he's the one I do not have an answer for, but we're just going to have to count on us being able to take a hit, I guess, is what I'm counting on. Max, let's get you, whoops, that's not Max. Let's get over to Max first, because you're the closest. You do have a shotgun. Let's see if a shotgun to the face is going to help us out.
Pushing on.
But it'll take out the psychic abilities, and if I can get one more close range shot like this, this siren could be gone. So will-wise, we don't have to worry now there. Now your weapons, you only have this weapon, but still, on the head as damaged as it is, I'm hoping, and since you're full strength, I'm stepping you in front over here if we can get there.
Got to keep going.
Let's just go see what that, if we're close enough here. Oof. So potentially we are not going to take care of this thing in one shot. We're going to come awful dang close. I don't think moving forward is going to increase the damage in any way, shape, or form because all bullets will hit here. What's far away?
Take that.
Now it's bleeding by 10 and it has 29 health. The will is down to 2. Is there a way we can kill some more right here? Let's find out what this shot looks like right now. Let's see if we can get him to lean out and have a better shot. I kind of like that shot better, although he's slowly slithering back into cover. So what we're going to do is we're going to spend some quick aim. And see if we can wait for him to stick that head out again like we know he can. And he does. And this is going to be the... I hate this part of it, so let's try again. Lean out. Now you fooled me. There we go. Oh, we went to the side. It was a pretty good chance and we went wide. So let's try it again. It was a good enough shot that I'm willing to go for it again. This time we hit the head. Probably should have gone for the disabling torso though, don't you think? And we've kind of lost track of him, so we don't know where he went. We can play the hunt and peck, see what we can find here, but yeah, he went right here. But we don't see him, so that's not going to help us. What that does do, it means that I'm going to bring you over here.
I'm here.
Right there, to see if we can get that final shot on the siren. I could probably get a shot over there too. We're running out of actions. Let's go see what that, let's move you off to the side. See what the siren shot looks like.
On it.
That's a pretty definite shot to hit without hitting our guy in front. Yes, I'm going to use the quick aim just so I can move again if I need to.
Identifying target.
Sirens down. So we are not inducing any panic in any way, shape, or form.
All set.
He's going to come in with that big old claw. We don't have a lot else we can do except move a step farther away. Max, you could move us, since you're injured, let's move you even farther away. Since you can't overwatch. We will overwatch with our, in fact, we'll shoot if we can with our pistol. Oof, horrible at this location. So what we'll do is overwatch the pistol against whoever he might work or move against. And now he's war cried, so hopefully that's not a big issue, and this guy will blood suck, but then we can deal with him. So I think we're okay. Nice hit. We hit him in the head, but we're gonna take. No, we didn't. And he didn't move over to blood suck us. That surprised the heck out of me. Simon, we're gonna give you this shot. In fact, Simon, we're gonna do this. Never hurts to capture some more mutagens in my book. And since we get to do all four, we're just going to barely have him paralyzed. And that worked out very nicely, having him move up next to us. Now we're going to hope that we can end this mission. I'm going to... If I bring you here... Yeah, we're just going to play one more time the Warcry game, Mika, but we're going to use you to get eyes on these guys. There we go. Then we'll just move you back to safety and let others take care of those bleeders in the back.
Repositioning.
Let's war cry. And there we go. Now it's time for, I don't know that we really have a guaranteed way to get our grenades in there, and that's where they all seem to be right now. Let's hope our snipers can do the job for us. And right now our snipers
I'm here.
see one of the Tritons. So let's go see what that shot looks like with a better weapon. Yeah, we can take him out. We're not going to use Will. Well, actually, we're going to use Will just so we have the advantage of moving towards the Siren and repositioning there. So let's take this shot.
Hostile down.
Okay, now we got one more guy here, and now he's going to bleed out, so we really do not need to worry about him. We do not need to worry about him. He's paralyzed. We do need to worry about the Siren. And given the fact that we've been able to Warcry control this thing up until now, let's also run you up here, Jill Valentine. We're going to see if we can weaken her down enough, get Simon over there. It's going to be tricky. We may end up having to kill her to keep ourselves safe. And then in the meantime, Max, could you run over to the objective?
No time to lose. Pushing on.
The objective was clear. There we go. Now we just got to secure the area. Let's run you back in order to help us out.
Let's go.
Mika, you're done. Shane Vanson, we're going to move you over here knowing he's going to die and that guy's war cry. We're going to not worry about cover right now. Jill Valentine, we're doing the same with you.
I've got to be quick.
An exceptional entity, we're going to bring you over this way too. So if we need your shots next time, we'll have them. And the guy has stayed put.
Moving out. Enemy spotted.
Yeah, we've spotted the enemy. We have a shot on the enemy. Its will points are still high. What we're going to need to do is get you, Simon, over here as far as we can. Let's make sure we have a war cry here. Yes, we still do. We're going to do that. Well, yeah, because we're trying for the capture anyway. I tend to sometimes do my war cries too early and then end up killing the guy and we don't need it. But this one we're going to try keeping alive. We're going to try not overall killing it so much. So we have a chance to paralyze. So yeah, let's do our war cry. This will be the last one that you can do. And Jill, how's your... You'll have one war cry within you as long as we don't use any stuff with you. So let's see what kind of a shot you have, Exceptional. Can we hit a body part that won't get it bleeding right now, but that will wear down the health? Yeah, we'll focus there for the tail / arm and take this shot. And we got this. So that's good in my book. We can come over here for another shot. And we have plenty of will for a quick aim.
Ready to fire.
Do we have another body part we can shoot pretty accurately right there in the torso to wear down health? Mika, I think, yeah, we're just going to bring you up to the edge, so if you need to step out in case this isn't going to work for us. We got 3 turns for that guy. We're going to run you all the way over here. Naz, we can dash you there to give you 3 zaps with that weapon now. And Max, we can get you pretty dang close also. But what I'm going to do first, Max, is I am going to get us healed up before we run. Just because I don't like to be close range to a siren with those claws without my full health. And Jill, we're going to get you in position. Just thinking that you have crowd control with war cry, so we're going to bring you over here.
Sprinting.
Oh, we got some more will for everybody too. I didn't even notice it was there. Those are nice benefits to get. And we might as well bring you out of cover. It can't shoot us. And let's see where the siren goes next. Okay. The siren didn't move at all. Let's see. If we got you, if we dashed you here, you'd have 3 zaps. I don't know that that's going to be enough. Let's dash. Let's start finding out. How about that? Let's start finding out. Now we need up to 50, so that's not going to be anywhere close enough. But we need to capture one of these eventually, right? We do need to capture one of these. Now, Mika, I'm going to have you recover your will, although you do have enough, but I'm not going to need you. We're going to recover your will. And I'm going to move you back and only do 2 zaps at a time. That'll be 2 more turns and we can have this thing paralyzed if the war cry keeps it frozen.
On the move.
So that's what we're going to count on. We're going to have everybody else nearby ready to help out at a moment's notice. if this doesn't work. Now, one thing I do have that we could do, and I wasted, but next turn we'll be able to provide onslaught for another couple zaps. So maybe we'll only need, in fact, one more turn. So let's take out our pistols. Can we keep damaging without killing, kind of thing?
Aiming. Preparing to fire.
And I think it's the total health, so I don't know that this necessarily changes until I disable a body part, but I just don't want it to be bleeding. And then if we have to kill it, yeah, it's not lowering the 49. But if we've got to kill it, it'll be easy now. So let's just reposition ourselves as we watch this. And unfortunately, nobody else is equipped with a neural pistol. I just didn't bring any of those along. If I have them in this playthrough, I can't even remember now. Typical zigzag, getting confused. Let's do the war cry. And I think I'm just going to end the turn at this point. We still got, yeah, we got to get it done really quick or this guy comes alert again. So let's get it going. Let's get you run in here, Naz. In fact,
I'm on my way.
we're gonna get it done. Because the magical onslaught is what's gonna make the difference for us.
Regroup.
That should be it. Woohoo! All right, I'm thrilled with that capture. No promotions on this. Exceptional. You got some nice experience there. In fact, everybody got some nice experience there. So let's get back to the Geoscape.
Good work. The progress we've made with your help has been tremendous. This is really encouraging. I do wonder sometimes though, do you think a weapons-based approach is the right solution? I had thought the Phoenix project was looking for something more subtle. Do you ever worry that a military solution to the Pandoran plague will leave us living on a dead planet?
Oh, is this going to upset if I say Wes knows what he's doing? Is that going to upset Anu? I'm really looking... we're going to go with this one just so I don't risk. I'm really focused on getting Anu increased so we can get access to berserkers and priests.
Indeed, humanity needs to survive. But to do that, we have to put everything on the line. I don't envy West or you. The responsibility must be crushing.
All right, so we got some nice rewards here, which actually is going to help with the things I want to upcome and do. And we gained attitude with everybody, to be quite honest. And that wasn't wasted on Synedrian because they were only sitting around 46 also. So we can get them up to that 49 without wasting that. So that was just small enough. I didn't think I'd get positive on all three. I was more worried that if I said, yes, your way is the way, I trust in Wes, it might have got some negative on the others. And I didn't want that. So we got lucky. And I'm happy about our containment being held by with a siren here. In fact, we can't harvest mutagens from them yet, but we're building up our things back here so we can start harvesting those mutagens soon enough. Now perhaps with the research over here, with the mutoid genetics, once we get that sped up, we're going to gain some more mutagens, and maybe be able to build the actual mutoids themselves, and hopefully further research also. Let's see, armadillo. We'll put that in line. That's not anything I necessarily need to build right now at all. So I've captured the siren. Do I have... I must have siren research in here, so I can't do anything with the siren. That's probably what it is. Yeah, there's a siren autopsy in here. Let's move that up near the top. I'm going to want to get that done so I can... but we'll put mutoid first, then the siren autopsy. We at least have the basic bionic technology to get us started. We still want to get the infiltrator class because there's a couple snipers I know I want to cross class, but we're just going to have to wait. And this is what we're going to do next. This is my thinking. I want to activate another base, and while this may look pretty benign and useless of a base, what it does do is it would allow me to travel to North America if that's where the Behemoth appears next, North or South America, from either direction, no matter where I am. And I'm thinking I'm going to have a team down here doing a scavenge, and scavenge. So that would allow that team, if the Behemoth reappears in the Americas, to also be able to connect and come over and help and fly over. So my thinking is, it may seem like a useless base right now, but there's a reason I want to activate it. And it's expensive too. But we have the funds at the moment, and we're going to go ahead and do it. Now let's take a look at what we can repair here. And it comes with yet another fabrication plant with all the things we're going to need to build for our air game. I have no problem whatsoever having that sped up. We're going to pay to repair. And we're going to get the satellite uplink repaired, much cheaper than building one. And that's it here. And one thing I'm going to go ahead and build is that one more research lab, since we're so backed up in research. We do have one in the process of being built now already, but I think we're going to need two of them to really get the research down to decent levels for us. So that's what we're doing there. And we spent a big chunk of money, but we're still sitting okay-ish right now, so I'm not too worried. And plus we have those 3 scavenging sites we're going to be able to get into to make sure we do not run out of money. Now there is a promotion that was ready along the way from an earlier mission that I never gave, and that was Callum. We're going to get you up to marked for death. And then we can start picking up some other perks, and I'll probably, maybe self-defense is not bad because you're a sniper also. You're going to have the trooper upgraded weapons, and we may, just because you'll be carrying extra weapons, also give you that extra strength. Why not? So you can carry everything that I'm going to want you, the multiple weapons that I'm going to want you to carry. So yeah, we're pretty much going to want to be able to spend on all these upgrades eventually. Now we also have that new equipment for Bojaiden. I don't know if his last bit of armor, yeah, 1 hour away before his last bit of armor is built. But we're going to equip him anyway because we want to get him on a ship and get him flying with Donald Trump. That's been the goal for a while here, hasn't it been? Let's get the legs. That, we actually have a better weapon for you now. We can probably jettison the Independent for the moment. We can get some ammo and backup ammo. Is there grenades or whatnot? No, all the grenades are gone right now. So there's really not any other weapons. If we had ammo, I'd definitely give you this weapon, the shotgun, but we don't have ammo. Another reason to get friendly with Anu. I'm going to still have you carry it just because there's nothing else for you to carry anyway. What I will do is we're going to come down here and get a med kit in there for you. And you're at least covered basically until we get you the body armor. You're not in bad shape, Bojaiden. I'm gonna throw you on. Let's see which I can't even remember which ships are at that base right now that I need to load you. So maybe what we'll do is we'll load you onto the Airwolf and then fly you over to one of the other ships where your bud is. I can't even remember where he is. Smoothie is there, so you got to be on. He's got to be on the other one. It's not here. That's not Donald Trump. He's on the Brave one that's flying over here. Yeah, so maybe what we'll do is we'll switch out one of these snipers. Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do. These two ships are healed, weapons all set and ready to go. We're going to send our Airwolf up to Greenland. Once we get Bojiden on there, I almost forgot to put him there. That would have been typical Zigzag to fly off without the passenger on board. Yeah, come on, you guys know you've all seen me do it. Let's get up here and get to Greenland. Now, we also need to get this vessel retargeted. And since we were so successful, we can fly right down here and try this mission. Except we probably want to stop by our base on the way just to get our stamina in order. And with that in mind, now we'll have a ship here that can jump. Now I'm going to do it now while it's not in the mist. On our way down there, we'll do the one exploration here, and we have another exploration. Hyper Mombasa is home to Dr. Lexa Kennedy, a charmingly sinister neurobiologist who believes in pushing the boundaries of human cognitive experience. She has been working on a new method for transferring information into the human brain, hoping it can be used to accelerate learning processes. Unfortunately for her project, the people of Hyper Mombasa find the value of her work questionable, particularly as they are worried it could be used to secretly indoctrinate people. That and the incident where I turned Larry into Barry, Dr. Kennedy admits. But look, I'm working with limited resources here. The world is literally ending and we need every advantage we can get, right? So if any of you, operatives is the term, yes? If any of you operatives would be interested in helping me run some tests on your brains, I don't know. I don't know where this is at. I think that sounds like a terrible idea. The Haven Leader's attitude is plus 6S. Dr. Kennedy sighs. I would be tempted one time to let that experiment take place. Just, I'm curious now to see what would happen. Dr. Kennedy sighs. I guess I should give up on this project. There's probably a good reason everyone's against it. Well, maybe I can try making that mist-driven ship prototype work after all. So that's kind of funny, and we found some research. So while we're down here in the far reaches of the globe, let's just do it. And we made here. Now here we had to come for stamina, and then we'll meet the Airwolf and do a few transfers. So that'll allow us to get our stamina back in order. And we do have a med bay too, so we'll heal up a little bit while we're waiting. Let me just make a quick tour to make sure everybody's moving and nobody's sitting. And yeah, we're sitting right here. And I think what we got to do with the gift, because it's fixed up and ready to go, we're going to send it over to the Americas because I have a ton. I have a buttload of explorations to do over here. And that's what we'll do. And if any other missions come up over here, fine. If not, and we have something down here. Yeah, we do have something down here. Our other site. So if we gain a connection to be able to come down here, we'll be able to do the next living weapons mission also. So let's get the gift flying. I guess we'll start the gift. See, we're flying to that, so I don't need that. So we'll just go to the next open exploration site and start here with the gift. And we got explorations going left and right now. One thing I want to check, diplomacy-wise, 11% here, 48. Yeah, so we did not lose or waste that improvement. And then we're going to be heading down shortly to unlock their mission so we can get over 50% and don't have that ceiling there anymore. So let's just keep things moving. And here we are. Let's go check out what we may want to do here with our personnel. We've got the Airwolf with Bojiden, and there's Donald Tunneled Drump, excuse me. Let's get up together here with, who should we move over? Smitty Joe, should we team you up with MC Chima over here? The Moon Man, and then Bo Jiden. Can you, yeah, we're full here, so we got to do that move first. And then Bo Jiden can go down to the Brave One. And we got them teamed up at last, Bo Jiden and Tunnel Drump. So as soon as we get a little stamina picked back up, in fact, we'll leave Smitty Joe here a little bit to get his stamina and health a little bit picked up. Then we'll get these two ships both going, probably back in the direction of the scavenges. And have this team be working on those scavenging missions, especially since we have the early bird. And over down in New Zealand, we also have the Aspida to be able to help us out on there. So we'll figure out how we want to do the scavenging missions here. We may use an early bird on one of them at least, and a Aspida on another one with scavenging and capture, paralyzation, a focus. So we'll see. We'll end up seeing what our mutagen concerns and needs are. We'll have a better handle on that at that point, on how we want to deal with that. So there we go. We're making progress on some stuff I wanted to get done. We also need to get building on some weapons. And before we take off, Bo Jiden, we have the rest of your armor. There we go. So at least you have assault armor. Not that anything wrong with mixing and matching and improving aim and whatnot, but at least for this point in the game, I kind of just stick with the standard outfits, to be quite honest. And then we do want to build some more manufacturing. We're getting some new Neurazers. We got to think about, I think, what's the next highest priority for us. In fact, when we get our next archaeology lab, these will finally be cheap enough to build also. But for now, I do like the idea of those long-range weapons, but I would not be opposed to some incendiary damage weapons. And that has pretty good accuracy, 80%. The range is not ideal, but being able to apply a little damage over time is not a bad thing. So I'm going to add that to the queue. And the Nomad is one that allows us to shred, and its range is a little better at 1600. Also has the 80% accuracy. I'm interested in building one of these just so we have some variety. I do like the Artemis. You can argue that, yeah, when it shoots, it only does a tiny bit of damage, 80. But if you multiply that 5-second reload into other weapons that either have 15-second or 30 seconds, and you multiply being able to get, say, 5 of these shots in, that damage all of a sudden is quite hefty, especially with a 95% accuracy rate. So that's why you see me enjoying or liking this Artemis a lot. Speaking of the devil, we're going to build one more yet again. And then about all we need, because we have armor, we have an afterburner, we're only going to need one more defensive module. So we'll do with a couple afterburners, couple fire suppression. And for the moment, and I wasn't watching my supplies, but yeah, fortunately doing all that, my supplies are still in decent order. And that's the way we're going to leave it at the moment. Okay, let's go see where we are next in line. Let's just continue moving. Lake Placid. Our operatives have encountered a Synedrian scientific expedition. Its purpose is to analyze a small lake that has turned an odd shade of purple and seems to be pulsating with some inner force. I can't tell whether this is a single organism or some kind of colony, Dr. Grigorovich, one of the expedition's scientists, tells our operatives. Of course, that distinction might not really apply to something created by the Pandora virus. In any case, we could use some help from the experts, and we'll help him analyze. And we gained research. That's what I was hoping for. Until we get our research lab, this is one way to speed up our research a little bit at least. And Synedrian approves. Although that was wasted. I think there's only room to not use all that boost to our diplomacy until we do their mission. But anyway, the lake is actually a colloid hydrogel consisting of unknown multicellular organisms, the source of the light and water. Small animals get trapped in it and are then digested by the organisms. The hydrogel has many interesting applications in our scientific projects. All right, let's start heading you back up towards, and your stamina's okay. We'll start heading back towards the eventual scavenging missions we're going to be doing. Nothing found. Oh, those are my favorite, you know, and that was the one in the mist that I just had to do before the mist got there, and it was useless. So we're going to send this ship now down to the base to get our stamina boosted a tiny bit. And we do have living quarters, because that's all I care about. No med bay. And we're getting some satellite upgrades and repairs and whatnot done. Our one research lab is 5 hours away, so that'll start speeding up our research, thank goodness, which is still terribly long. But that's going to start cutting tremendously, and I can't wait for that. They completed their supply flight. So, you know, I kind of lost track. Okay, no hostile forces have been detected, but there are probably some resources here we can find. It's an abandoned military base. Tech and materials. That's very nice to find. A small cache of resources has been found. Let's fly here. And then, is there one ship? Okay, that one is flying there, so I'm not worried about that. How is our stamina looking? Could still do better. Is there not a living quarters here? Holy smokes, there's no living quarters here. But there is here, so I think it's time to adjust. Unless there's a living quarters on the way back, maybe we just take both ships here to get our stamina fixed, and then we can all continue after that over to... That's an oversight on my part. But we're probably healed pretty well. Yeah, there's no injuries. It's just a whole bit of stamina issues. So let's come down here. Let's get the other one coming down and take care of that stamina. Then we're off to scavenge.
Construction complete.
Okay, the research lab. We've made it here for our own stamina here now too. And let's get exploring. And exploring. So we're got both of our manticores with full teams over in the Americas now. Elite training by Anu. Elite training by Anu. So I'm going to have to start poking around looking for potential priests and or berserkers I might be able to recruit. And we got another vehicle to recover. I don't know if this is a high priority, already having 2 vehicles. But let's go see where this one is. It's down here. We can... You know, if the worst case happens and one of our vehicles becomes damaged or broken, we can always fetch another one down here. But for now, we're going to keep exploring. And we got another exploration. Long Pig. Our operatives are disturbed to report the discovery of what they describe as a pig pipeline. A bizarre growth resembling stitched together bodies of pigs several miles long. It is unclear to what end the Pandoran virus created the organism or why it recombined pig DNA to achieve its purpose. Perhaps the entire thing is an aberration. I'm going to investigate it. And we gain some more research. Very good. Until those research labs are built, I'm going to take any research I can, so that's good. At some point, it disappears into the ground. Readings suggest it may continue for several more miles in this fashion. Our operatives attach a number of sensors and take several samples. Perhaps some of the data thus collected will prove useful to our research. Crazy. crazy, crazy. The things you find in North America. And finally, we will get our stamina back in order. Yes, and the second one's there for the stamina replenish. Now the other thing I want to do, oh, we have steel. Our operatives have discovered an abandoned scrapyard, which appears to have once been used as a refuge by a group of steel workers. The workers heroically defended the location for years until hunger finally forced them to abandon it. Remarkably, they recorded their history by engraving it onto the large metallic plates they used to keep out the enemies. These plates would be extremely useful as construction material, but representatives of Synedrian have asked us to preserve them as a source of inspiration for future generations. And Synedrian, well, I'm not going to listen to Synedrian because we're maxed out on their diplomacy at the moment. We're going to recycle. And of course, now we have more room to improve relations again with Synedrian, but we did gain some more with Anu. So actually, I'm happy with the way this worked out. We cannot afford to be sentimental about such things. Metal is metal, and images won't win this war. And we're going to come over here. And I'm just a little curious about my team down here. Stamina is back in order. Let's get moving. This is what I was thinking was going to be our next mission, so let's get headed towards it. See what else pops up in the meantime. Explore.
Construction complete.
Flashbang. Our operatives report that there's some kind of firefight going on in an old factory, with lots of small rocket ordnance going off. As it turns out, there is no firefight. This is an old fireworks factory. Something has disturbed the warehouse and all the stock is exploding. After waiting for the show to end, our operatives move in and salvage what's left. Tech and materials. Always worthwhile. So we've really covered our bases down here. Let's move to exploration up towards the scavenging areas. And then I also noticed we had a little pop-up about the Airwolf being arrested also, so lost track of those ships too. Whoops, the gift. That was just that. So let's go check some more question marks and see if other sites become visible for exploration. Yep, another one popped up back here. So we're just gonna check out this trifecta of New Jericho. And we had something else, these two that I wanted to get going before, and we gained a promotion. What do you know? Bo Jiden gained a promotion just by being temporarily at the base. So good job. And then we'll start flying over towards the scavenging missions. You're working towards exploration up here somewhere. Oh, this one. Yeah, so we'll just start at this one since it's closest to the mist and start hammering out scavenging sites. And what have we got left? Here is the Airwolf, and let's get flying over to this scavenging mission. And I don't know if we found another question mark there. Let's just hit these 3 zones just like that. Reciprocity. Commander Cassian is willing to attribute substantially to our cause on the understanding that we will help defend Fort Terminus whenever we can, and in the hope that we will not make enemies of New Jericho. Assure her we will protect the haven but make no ideological commitments. Yeah. There we go. New Jericho attitude improved. The haven leader's attitude approved. Good food and a little bit of tech. It seems everyone here is quite confident that the Phoenix Project has a real chance of saving the Earth. Commander Cassian would like to be part of that, but she also has to be careful. Her ultimate loyalty is to the people, of her haven. And we gained a fuel tank, so I think allows our ships to fly further if we don't have any defensive things on our aircraft. And Air Force Division, so we may have some upgrades there. At the moment, we'll take the research. We are aligned with them, so we are now officially over 50% with New Jericho. And all completed New Jericho research is now shared with Phoenix and can be accessed from the research list, is what it says. So fuel tank, Air Force, and that's all there is at the moment. So were those completed? No, we do have to research those. And we're going to jump over here. And once again, I want to make sure everybody's flying, everybody's active, everybody's going. Oh, look, this is going to happen in just a second. We have our next mission, ladies and gentlemen. So we were able to squeeze in a lot of exploration between missions. I think we're kind of in good shape now as we're moving around. I'm excited the way things are going. Let's improve our relations with Sanhedrin now, so we don't have them with that glass ceiling to worry about anymore. And hope you enjoyed the episode today. We got a lot done. This is Zigzag Zog signing off from somewhere in this world. Thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And as always, I hope to see you next time.